for more than 1400 years. The words of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib have crossed deserts, empires, and centuries, and still arrive fresh in the heart of anyone willing to listen. He was a warrior who never lost a duel, a ruler who slept on the floor while his people ate first, and a speaker so eloquent that his sermons are studied as literature to this day. But the real reason his words survive is simpler than all of that. He understood human beings. He understood the quiet wars we fight inside ourselves, and he left a map for winning them. Tonight, slow down, breathe, and let these lessons settle into you one by one. Begin with patience, because patience is the soil in which every other virtue grows. Imam Ali said that patience is of two kinds. The first is patience over what pains you, and the second is patience against what you crave. Most people only know the first. They grit their teeth through hardship and call it strength. And it is a kind of strength, but anyone can endure a storm they cannot escape, because there is no other choice. The rarer, higher patience is the second kind, the patience that refuses a pleasure you could easily take. The shortcut you could take and no one would know. The word you could say to win the argument. The comfort that would feel good tonight and cost you everything tomorrow. Your strength is not measured by what you survive. It is measured by what you refuse. From patience, move to the tongue, because nothing destroys a life faster than careless words. Imam Ali said the tongue is a beast, and if you let it loose, it devours. Think about how true this is. A single sentence spoken in anger can end a friendship that took 20 years to build. One careless comment can sink a career, break a marriage, or wound a child in a way that never fully heals. The strong are not the ones who say everything they think. The strong are the ones who hold the leash. They speak when it helps, and they stay silent when speaking would only harm. Half of your peace in this life is protected by the words you choose not to say. Now think about time, because time is the one currency you can never earn back. Imam Ali said that opportunity passes like a passing cloud, so seize the good ones while they are near. Picture a cloud drifting across a summer sky. It is here for a moment, full of shade and rain, and then it is gone, and the sky is empty again. Opportunities are exactly like that. The chance you keep postponing, the message you mean to send, the idea you mean to start, the leap you keep promising yourself you will take when you are finally ready. That chance will not wait for your courage to catch up. By the time you are certain, the cloud has moved on. When a door opens, walk through it. Consider next the difference between knowledge and wealth, because this single distinction can reorder your entire life. In a famous conversation, Imam Ali said that knowledge guards you, while you must guard your wealth. Sit with that. Money has to be locked away, insured, watched, and defended, and the moment you spend it, it is smaller. Knowledge is the opposite. It guards you instead of needing to be guarded, and the more you give it away, the more it multiplies inside you. Wealth makes you its servant. Knowledge makes you free. So if you ever have to choose where to invest your scarce hours, invest in your mind first, because it is the only wealth that grows by being shared and the only treasure that no thief, no market, and no misfortune can take. This brings us to the question of your true worth. Imam Ali said the worth of every person is in what they do well, not in your title, not in your followers, not in the number sitting in your bank account. Those things can be inherited, faked, inflated, or lost overnight. Of cannot be faked as mastery. The thing you have practiced until it became part of you, the skill you can be trusted with, the craft you have refined in silence for years, that is your real currency. So the most important question is not how do I look, but what can I actually do? Master something, become genuinely good at one real thing, and you will never have to beg the world to value you, and what determines how high you rise. Imam Ali answered that too. He said the value of a person is measured by their ambition. Aim low, and life will gladly keep you exactly where you are, because life does not push the people who do not push themselves. But aim high, and something strange happens. Even your failures begin to lift you, because a person reaching for the stars who lands on the mountaintop is still far above the one who never reached it all. Your ambition is the ceiling of your life. Most people are not limited by their ability. They are limited by the smallness of what they dared to want. Before you try to fix the world, Imam Ali insists you fix yourself. He said that whoever makes himself a leader of people must first teach himself before teaching others. This is one of the most quietly powerful ideas he ever spoke. We are surrounded by people eager to correct everyone else, to lead, to advise, to fix, while their own house is in disorder. But authority that is not built on self-discipline is just noise. Correct your own character before you correct anyone else's. Lead yourself so well with such consistency that people follow you without being told to. The most convincing sermon you will ever give is the life you actually live. Now think about the kind of life worth living at all. Imam Ali said to live among people so that if you die, they weep for you, and if you live, they long for you. What a standard! Not be famous, not be feared, not be rich. Be the person whose absence leaves a hole. Be the one who gives more than they take, who lifts more than they lean, who is remembered not for what they collected, but for how they made others feel seen. A life measured this way is a life that outlives the body. Your name, spoken with love after you are gone, is the only monument that truly lasts. You gain the upper hand. Imam Ali shows you the highest move. He said that when you gain power over your enemy, forgive him out of gratitude for being able to overpower him. Read that again, because it reverses everything the world teaches. The world says crush the one beneath you. Imam Ali says the moment you have the power to crush is the exact moment to show mercy, as a thank you for the strength you were given. Revenge is easy and small. Anyone can strike back. Mercy from a position of strength is rare and enormous, because it costs the most and proves the most. The one who forgives when he could destroy is never truly defeated, and never, he warns, surrender your freedom. In his letter to his son, Imam Ali wrote, "Do not be a slave to others, for God created you free." This is not only about chains and masters. It is about the 1,000 quiet ways we hand our freedom away, trading our dignity for approval, shrinking ourselves to fit inside small minds, performing a life we do not believe in just to be accepted by people we do not even respect. You were created free. Do not sell that freedom cheaply for a compliment, a follower, or a seat at a table that was never worth sitting at. Stand tall, and let those who cannot handle your height look up. Then there is the secret of true wealth. Imam Ali said that contentment is a wealth that never runs out. The world will tell you endlessly that you are one purchase away from enough, one promotion away from peace, one upgrade away from happiness. It is a trap with no bottom, because want feeds on being fed. The richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. The moment the word enough becomes real to you, something extraordinary happens. No one can buy you, no loss can break you, and no advertisement can rent space in your soul. Contentment is the only wealth that cannot be stolen, taxed, or spent. He understood the value of people too. Imam Ali said that the most helpless person is the one who cannot make a few friends, and more helpless still is the one who finds them and then loses them. We treat friendship like weather, as if it just happens to us, but real friendship is built, brick by brick, with honesty, loyalty, time, and forgiveness, and it is kept the same way. To make no friends at all is a kind of poverty, but to find good people and then lose them through neglect, through pride, through carelessness, that is the deeper loss. Guard your good people. They are harder to replace than money, and worth more than almost anything you will chase. And he warned again and again against the prison of greed. Imam Ali said that greed is everlasting slavery. The greedy person looks free. He owns things, accumulates, expands. But look closer, and you will see that the things own him. The more he craves, the more his wants become his masters, dragging him from one desire to the next, never letting him rest, never letting him say enough. True freedom does not begin when you finally get everything you want. It begins the moment you no longer need everything you want. Break the chain of more, and you will taste a freedom that no amount of money can buy. Imam Ali also spoke about the danger of speaking what you do not know. He taught that a person's tongue should not race ahead of his understanding, that it is better to remain silent and be thought ignorant than to speak and remove all doubt. In an age where everyone has an opinion on everything, this restraint is a superpower. You do not have to have a verdict on every subject. You do not have to win every conversation. The wise person is comfortable saying, "I do not know," because he is secure enough not to perform certainty he does not have. Speak less, but let what you speak be weighed, true, and worth the silence it broke. He understood anger, that great destroyer of good judgment. Imam Ali warned that anger begins with madness and ends with regret. Think of every decision you have ever regretted, and notice how many were made in a hot moment, when the blood was up and the mind was small. Anger promises you relief and delivers ruin. The strong person is not the one who never feels anger, but the one who feels it and does not obey it, who lets the storm pass before he speaks or acts. When you feel the heat rising, that is precisely the moment to do nothing, to wait, to breathe, until the wise version of you returns to the room. On hardship, Imam Ali offered a perspective that can carry you through the darkest seasons. He taught that trials reveal a person the way fire reveals the purity of gold. Comfort hides who we are. It is easy to be patient when nothing tests you, generous when you lose nothing, and kind when you are not provoked. The difficulty burns away the performance and shows what you are actually made of. So when hardship comes, and it will come, do not only ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask, "What is this revealing in me, and what is it forging me into?" The fire is not only destroying, it is also refining. He spoke about humility as the foundation of greatness. Imam Ali taught that the seed of arrogance is the beginning of every downfall, and that the truly great walk gently upon the earth. Arrogance is a strange kind of blindness. It convinces you that you have nothing left to learn, and the moment you stop learning, you start declining. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It is the freedom of not needing to prove yourself, the open door that lets new knowledge, honest feedback, and real connection walk in. The tallest trees bend in the wind. The proud and rigid ones are the first to snap. Consider his teaching on gratitude. Imam Ali said that gratitude for a blessing is itself a blessing, and that thankfulness is the surest way to keep what you have and to attract more. The ungrateful heart is a leaking cup. No matter how much is poured into it, it always feels empty, always notices what is missing, always compares upward toward those who have more. The grateful heart is the opposite. It turns enough into abundance, a simple meal into a feast, an ordinary day into a gift. Train your eyes to count what you have before they wander toward what you lack, and you will discover you were richer all along than you ever realized. He taught the discipline of keeping good company. Imam Ali warned that you are colored by those you sit with, that the company you keep will either lift you toward your best self or drag you toward your worst. We like to believe we are immune, that we can spend our hours around bitterness, laziness, or dishonesty and remain untouched. We cannot. Slowly, invisibly, we become an average of the people we surround ourselves with. So choose deliberately. Seek out those who make you braver, kinder, and more honest, and gently create distance from those who make you smaller. This single choice, repeated over years, will shape your entire destiny. Imam Ali spoke about the rights of others over us. He taught that the strong have a duty to the weak, that power is a trust and not a trophy, and that a person is judged by how he treats those who can do nothing for him. Anyone can be gracious to the powerful, polite to the people who can reward the character is revealed in how you treat the server, the stranger, the person who has no leverage over you at all. If you want to know who someone truly is, do not watch how they treat their superiors. Watch how they treat those they could ignore without consequence. There you will find the truth of their soul.